5月28号，也就是乔治·弗洛伊德遭执法人员压颈死亡后第3天，明尼亚波利斯的示威走向了最糟糕的剧本。
The 3rd precinct of the Minneapolis Police Department on fire, nearby businesses ablaze.
So let me be clear. The violence must stop, whether in Minneapolis, Portland, or Kenosha.
Nobody will be safe in a Biden America.
川普总统暗指，这些声援非裔平权运动的左派示威者全是暴徒。
These are professional agitators. These are professional anarchists. These are people that hate our country.
是这样吗？
Tonight, a member of an anti-government group is accused of traveling to the Twin Cities to stir up violence. Federal prosecutors charge Ivan Hunter of Texas with rioting outside the police station in South Minneapolis after George Floyd's death.
26-year-old Ivan Hunter is the 3rd member of the Boogaloo Boys to be federally charged in connection to inciting violence and rioting last May. Hunter can be seen in this Facebook photo from the night of the riots on Lake Street, holding an assault-style rifle. According to the charges, Hunter drove over several days to get to Minneapolis from a small town outside San Antonio, Texas. He met up with 2 others, Michael Solomon of Minnesota and Benjamin Teeter of North Carolina. They were charged last month. This is a still photo federal agents have from a video taken during the civil unrest. Investigators believe Hunter walked up to the police station door, fired 13 rounds into the building, and shouted, "Justice for Floyd."
These individuals are considered right-wing extremists. They're not interested in social justice. They're very opportunistic.
A shadowy extremist group is allegedly using unrest across America to foment its own mission of deadly violence.
他们是谁？
Part of a very different and much more secretive movement. They say they're anti-government, anti-establishment, pro-gun, pro-freedom. But their ideology is based on a notion of an impending Second American Civil War.
Boogaloo is a term taken from the title of a 1984 comedy. It started as a meme among gun rights activists to refer to a popular uprising. Last year, it picked up steam on sites like 4chan.
一开始人们把这儿当笑话看，没想到这个挑起美国第2次内战的运动，竟真的从网络世界走出来，化为现实。Boogaloo 的组成人士复杂，除了支持枪支及反政府之外，各小团体的主张不尽相同，也不完全是传统上的右翼分子。
A lot of people believe differently about the Boogaloos, but the core belief is the fact that we stand for freedom, individual freedom of all, and we're willing to defend anyone's rights to those freedoms.
今年在美国众多的反新冠封锁或是反警察暴力执法的示威现场，都看得到他们醒目的夏威夷山和长枪。
Today, Shifty is meeting up with about a dozen other Boogaloo boys to attend this Black Lives Matter protest in Austin, Texas. Serving, he says, as a sort of armed protection to keep protesters safe from violence by the police.
广义上来说，他们是自由派极端主义者，带着反政府倾向。今年10月，图谋绑架密西根州州长的地下民兵组织，虽然不是 Boogaloo Boys 的一员，但也被指与 Boogaloo 运动有关联。除了涉嫌攻击明尼亚波利斯警局的 Ivan Hunter 之外，今年以来也有多名 Boogaloo Boys 成员因不同的恐怖袭击被捕。
In Las Vegas, 3 alleged Boogaloos were arrested for conspiring to throw explosives into a Black Lives Matter protest. Prosecutors said that they were trying to provoke a standoff with police. And in California, an Air Force sergeant named Stephen Carrillo is accused of gunning down federal courthouse security guards in Oakland, killing one. Investigators found the word Boog written in blood on his van. All of these men have pleaded not guilty.
The problem with the Boogaloo Boys is they're not a cohesive movement. You could have Boogaloo Boys that are white supremacists and want to harm the George Floyd protesters. You can also have Boogaloo Boys, and this is actually the larger group, that are anti-police, not racist, and they are siding with the protesters.
Some people see the Boogaloo movement as a joke. Well, news to you, it's no longer a joke. We're here. We're here to stay. We stand for peace. but we're also willing to go to war.
Homeland Security and the Department of Justice have labeled them as a violent extremist group.
今年7月 ，Facebook 宣布删除与 Boogaloo 有关的账号、群组和页面。
Facebook and the private messaging service Discord recently categorized the Boogaloos as extremists and purged their groups from the platforms.
不过，前 FBI 探员 Jackson 说，即使脸书封锁，也无法阻止这般国内恐怖隐患的扩散与壮大。
These groups don't go away. They may morph, change their name, change their style, change their membership, but the ideologies usually don't change.
在美国国内极端势力抬头同时，这个月才爆出有地下民兵组织要绑架州长的密西根州法院的一项最新裁决，令投票再添变数。
The judge says banning guns at polling locations is unlawful. Now, gun rights advocates say it's an unconstitutional abuse of power for an elected official to issue a directive that open carry can't be within 100 feet of a poll. Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson says it's important for all voters to feel comfortable and safe while casting their ballot.
To ensure they're free from illegal harassment and intimidation.
州检察长火速表明会立即上诉，不过选举投票日已近在眼前，也使得在密西根州投票日的擦枪走火恐怕不会是配率，而是事实陈述。
捍卫言论自由到底，抢救中天，台湾不能只有一种声音，请立刻订阅中天电视 YouTube 频道，订阅、按赞、分享，开启小铃铛。